Chicago Bulls ready for what the New York Knicks are going to bring today in the game where the New York Knicks could be looking for revenge, and Coach Tom Thibodeau has had time to come up with a new game plan against this team. We're going to talk about it, have some fun, all that and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host here, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into this content for today. And the Chicago Bulls, man, are taking on the New York Knicks for the final regular season home game this year. And hopefully the Bulls are able to give the fans at the United Center a good show and pull out another victory against the New York Knicks, right? We played really well in that last game. Yes, Josh Hart got ejected early in that game, and Javonte Green played at a level that just was ridiculous, scoring a career high on top of everything else. So, the Bulls are going to need to be locked in first defensively, and that's kind of where I think the Bulls just most times when the Bulls play really well against better teams is because of the defense that they play with. So we got to get that together, and hopefully the Bulls can take care of that business, because if they do, it can help create that little bit of separation between the Atlanta Hawks, which the Bulls still do have a one-game advantage over the Atlanta Hawks right now for that 9th seed. The Bulls are also now statistically eliminated from moving up to the 8th seed, so it's either going to be the 9th seed or the 10th seed for the Chicago Bulls to finish out the season, and we'll see how they perform in that, man. The Bulls are going to need to be locked in tonight. And that's if they take this seriously, man. And, one thing with this Bulls team, they play all up and down. You never know. But if this Bulls team really does get their ass kicked at home tonight against the New York Knicks in the final home game of the series, of the season, we'll see, man. Now, we'll see if they even get a home game in the play-in. That really comes down to the seeding and how many games they can win. But, hopefully the Bulls do that. Let's see if they can take care of business, man. This has been a team that it shocks us sometimes when they win games that we don't expect them to win. And then some of the games that they lose, we're just shocked by that as well. This has been such an up and down season for an up and down team with some major flaws on the roster. And we'll see, what Bulls team shows up tonight. That's always what it comes down to. You never know which team is going to show up for the Bulls. And let's hope that it's the better version of this team today that shows up and what we're seeing some of these other times for the Chicago Bulls team. So, I have, hopes that maybe Kobe White can get back in rhythm here over the last 4 games. It's been a really tough stretch for Kobe. This stretch has really kind of eliminated his chance of winning the most improved player. He's still going to finish as a finalist for the award, which is absolutely fine, but that's not going to happen. DeMar DeRozan is probably going to win Clutch Player of the Year. I think that's a foregone conclusion with the numbers and things like that. And we'll see if Alex Caruso, who needs to play 20 minutes in at least 2 more games out of these last 4 for him to qualify for an all-defensive team. So those are things to kind of look out for in storylines as the season is ending for the Chicago Bulls, man. And 4 games left, man. 4 games left in this tough-ass, ridiculous-ass, stressful-ass season that we've had as Chicago Bulls fans, man. It's been such an up-and-down season, an up-and-down year. So much turmoil, right? Starting off 4-15, losing Zach LaVine for the season, him going down initially for a stretch, then coming back, losing him for a season, losing Patrick Williams, everything that's said. Now the Billy Donovan shit that's going on. It's just been such a wild season for the Chicago Bulls, man. Such a wild season. And we'll just see how it continues. Let's see how it continues. Well, let's go into the comments. Let's see how you guys are feeling. What's good, A's? Hope you and the fam doing good. Praying Josh Hart gets ejected or twists the ankle or something. That's from OTR. That's hilarious. I don't want nobody to twist no ankle, but I don't think Billy's going to take the coaching job, sadly. Well, I mean, what makes you say that? Because he said today that he hasn't heard from him. That doesn't mean anything. He's not going to come out with 4 games left and at least 1 playing game and allude to leaving. He's just not going to. So I wouldn't read too much into anything right now for sure, which means what he can do or not do. But we'll see what happens with that. Back-to-back wins incoming? Shit, can we win 1 game first before you talking about back-to-back wins? We lost our last game, so I know you're not thinking this game is going to be a back-to-back win. Let's win 1 first. Daniel says, "Yo, what's going on, Daniel? Glad to have you in the building as always." Billy Donovan said he hasn't been contacted by Kentucky, neither has his agent. As how he reacted to his contact, I said, I'm committed to being here. As expected, I don't see. Like, again, Melvin, like sometimes, Melvin, you are about as bad as a tabloid sometimes. Do you expect him to say, hey, yeah, if they call me, I'm out of here with 4 games in the play-in left to say? Come on, bro. You've been around sports long enough to not read into something with 4 games left on the season, bro. Let's wait and see what he says in the offseason. Says a lot about a team who lose at home. Every team loses at home. So, I mean, this is a struggling team. Knicks are going to be locked in. You know, Tibbs don't want to lose 2 in a row to the Bulls. Yeah, and Tibbs does pretty good against his former teams as well. Without Io, I'm curious if that means Javon Carter plays tonight. I mean, possibly it also could mean that Dalen Terry is going to get more minutes, or they go to Obi, right? It really depends on how Billy Donovan is going to shake out the rotation. But have they said for sure Io's not playing? I know him and Caruso were listed as doubtful for this or questionable for this game, but have they officially called it? If they have, I just haven't seen it. I've been focused today, so we'll see what happens with that one. But yeah, we'll see. Let's see what Casey Johnson got to say. Has anybody released anything? Let's take a look. Alex Caruso's in, and Io DeSumu's out. So, we'll see. Archangel in the building says, "Good evening, Haize. Good evening, everyone. Hey, fuck everyone else. Hey, give me my good evening by myself. How about that? I hope we get this win. Hey, I think everybody hopes the Bulls get this win, bro. Haize, what's up, Drip? Drip. First of all, you can't say Drip and Johnson. You say that's saying Drip Dick. Like, come on, Shay. You had to think about that before. My name is Haize, bro. Don't like come on, man. Billy Donovan is not the majority of the blame for how bad the team is. I guess what you meant there, but at the same time, he should have took time to adjust the system when he saw things got bad. I mean, yeah, I mean he's not to blame. He's not but he has a blame left. That's for sure. What's up, Haize? Another day for us to wonder what team we will get. Hope we come out with a purpose and don't play like we just found out Diddy was actually our. Wow. That's crazy. I really need Billy to take that job if it's offered. We'll see, man. We'll see. When I think about 3-year contract for Vooch and the 3-year contract for Javon Carter, not even going to start on Zach Alonzo, but how do we get out from under Vooch and Javon? It's probably not going to happen. It's hard to get out of players' contracts that are playing bad, right? It'd be different if they were playing mid. They're playing bad, right? So it's a little bit harder to do that. Who do you think are the odd men out this summer? I really can't call it as of yet, brother. I just don't think he's going to take it. Coach K, Roy Williams, and Jay Wright left because of the NFL. No, Coach K is different. That's a completely different scenario. But what does Billy Donovan have to do with those coaches? Billy Donovan's a more modern coach than those coaches. And the NIL is different. You got to keep in mind, Billy Donovan is somebody who he's never really recruited the top recruits in the country. So because of that, the NIL isn't going to be as for the way that he's at least shown so far in his collegiate career, the NIL shouldn't affect him more. The NIL affects people who get the top of the line recruiting classes. Billy Donovan's gone after the right people to fit his system, which has always worked for him. I don't think he's ever had even a top 5 recruiting class in his NBA career. I mean, in his collegiate career. So I don't think the NIL is going to affect him as much with the way that he likes to build his team. Now, could that have changed because of the NIL? Yes, there's definitely a possibility for that. But I can't say that for sure it's going to affect him too much with just what we've seen from him up until this point of his collegiate career. So, we'll see what happens there. But, hey, we'll see. Drippy Dicky is crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, every team loses at home, but what happens to having pride when it comes to losing at home? This team don't even have that. I mean, that's a story for another day. Now, that's a different question. You initially said losing at home. The not having pride thing is a bigger thing than losing at home. Haize, with Io out tonight, maybe we will be Javon. This will be Javon Carter game. Just kidding. Listen, Javon Carter has had some good games, but we'll see. Shay just gave you a brand new disease. That's crazy. I mean to say dip like clothes. No, drip. That's still drip. Dip is not. I know what you're saying, but when you say Drip Johnson, that's Drip Dick. Like, like? Come on, Shay. Did the joke go over your head, bro? Did the joke really go over your head, Shay? Shay, you need to eat some coochie, bro. Like the joke, like you gotta chill out some, bro. You gotta chill out a little bit, bro. Go eat some coochie, man. How is Billy able to take Kentucky job if he just signed an extension with us? Well, the Bulls would have to let him out of it. But the Bulls have never been a team that's hesitated to let a coach take or to hold on to it. So he would literally look at the Bulls and be like, "Hey, I want to take this job." AK never say, "All right, go ahead and take it." Yeah, that's what it is. We need to get shooters on the bench for real. We can't go cold after getting off to get to great starts. I guess is what you mean there. I mean, listen, at this point, the season is what it is. Man, is there still a chance to get Jaden Ivey? I mean, there's a potential for that. I listen. I don't rule anything out. Don't rule anything out. I love to have Rondo as our coach over Billy Bubblegum Donovan. Well, I mean, listen, I get that. That sounds good, but we have never seen Rondo coach. So he could come in and be Billy Donovan Jr. for all we know. I'm praying more for a Hawks loss than a Bulls win. Hey, I can feel where you're coming from on that one. Haize, I really hope that we don't run into Philly in the playing tournament. It's crazy that they're going to be in the playing tournament with Embiid back, their top three contender. I won't say they're a top three contender in the East, bro. They can definitely make some noise, but I won't say they're a top three contender in the East. Personally, that team is, yes, Joel Embiid is amazing. Make no mistake about it. And Maxi's damn good too. But when it comes into the playoffs, depth matters. And that Philly team just doesn't have a lot of that quality depth. Caruso incoming 25-5. Listen, I don't care if he has 2-2-2, get the win. I really hope Billy takes this coaching job. How likely do you think could be a possibility? But according to KC, Billy enjoys coaching at the NBA level. Not sure why, because he ain't good at. I mean, listen, when you have a guaranteed job, I mean that plays a part into it as well. But like I said, don't read too much into those comments. He was asked that with 4 games left and a playing game left as well. That's guaranteed. We're going to get at least one playing game. He's not going to say too much that's going to allude to him leaving. Haize, but the only one thinks it's a shame that Chicago is known for shooting, but we can't get no good shooters. Well, where are we known for shooting at? Keep in mind, Kobe White is already in top 10 3-pointers made. Where are we known for shooting? We've never been a great 3-point shooting team. We're not known. Oh, you're talking about shooting? That's crazy. Now, first of all, don't do Chicago like that. Don't do the city like, God damn, that went over my head. God damn it. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. If Billy Donovan does take the Kentucky job, I hope whoever we sign as the next coach can take the team to a different identity and level, because we haven't had a good one since we lost Tibbs. I mean, also, like, there's some situations with rosters too, like the fact that Fred Hoiberg just won National Coach of the Year, right? And keep in mind, people like Steve Kerr technically took what Fred Hoiberg's offense was and used it. Fred Hoiberg never had the right roster for the way that his system likes to play. Like Steve Kerr said it, he's directly stolen Hoiberg's system. So it's like, there's something to be said with that too. Something to be said with that. Chicago's known for shootings, not sure. Yeah, definitely went over my head. Definitely went over my head. That's crazy. That's wild. We got Simba in the building. Says, what's going on, people? Are we expecting to win or loss today? Listen, I don't expect nothing when it comes to this team. Just go out and play. Well, guess the Bulls they want to be competitive in the coaching pool. That's crazy. That's crazy. 0 to 100. I give the Chicago Bulls a 1 to win the championship, so it is a chance. That's crazy. They have 0 chance. They have none. It's negative chance to win the title. The Bulls winning a championship. I tell you what, if this season somehow culminates in the Chicago Bulls winning a title, I will literally wear a shirt with Billy Donovan's face on it. That's what I'll do. It's crazy. I really like Jalen Brunson as a player, but I feel like he flops way too much. I don't think Jalen flops that much. He is definitely little though. You know what I mean? He is a small guy though. I also hope that if we do have a different coach, he wouldn't be afraid to hurt players' egos, regardless if they are stars or max contract players, especially if they are struggling. We'll see. We'll see. Hayes, do you think that by Javonte Green playing well puts Pat Will in the bind when it comes to negotiating a big deal? No. If anything puts Pat Will in the bind, it's his injury, not how Javonte's playing. Will you shave your? I'm never shaving the beard. I told y'all if we three-peat, I'm quitting. So I don't know if you were there on that shoot. Like, and that's not a joke. If the Chicago Bulls three-peat while I have this podcast at the third championship, I'm done. I am retiring from this. I'm retiring this show. It's it because there's no. I'm going out on a high. You can't tell me shit. I don't care if the Bulls go on to win 2 more titles after that. If the Bulls three-peat, if they at any point while I have this show, the Bulls three-peat, I'm done. Because there's no higher high than that. I'm done. I'm gonna on that championship. I'm riding off into the sunset. That's gonna be the last post-game show. Y'all may get one episode for me the day after we win the championship. I'll call it a hangover episode, but I'm done. I'm going out on top. I'm going out with that high to know that my team just won 3 titles in a row, and I am done. That's it. That's it. I'm never recording another Chicago Bulls episode in my lifetime. I'm telling y'all that right now. If the Bears win 3 championships in a row in my lifetime, I'm done. I'm done. That's it. I'm done. That's it. It's not. I have nothing left to accomplish at that point in time. I ain't got nothing left to prove. I am finished. I'm done. That's it. You ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to ask. Y'all ain't got to look for me and be like, hey, I wonder if Haize is going to post. No, I'm done. That's it. 3 championships in a row. I'm absolutely done. First of all, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be drunk for 4 days in a row because of the copious amounts of alcohol that I will consume after the 3rd title run. That's it. That's it. You ain't got to worry about it. If Billy leaves, he will give a J. Cole level apology in his last press. Oh, bro. Oh, you already know. You already know. Why would you quit? Because that's the highest of highs for me. And I already see your other comment is 6P. Come on, bro. This is Chicago. We ain't never been that lucky, bro. Laughing. I'm done, bro. Steve-O's taking over the show at that point. Considering this team don't really give us fans nothing to be excited about. Appreciate your consistency, broski. You got a different type of love for this team. It shows through your work ethic every day. Listen, I told y'all, I live and breathe the Chicago Bulls. Am I crazy for it? Probably, but I'm crazy anyway. I've been telling y'all that for years. I'm crazy. Everybody knows this, that I am crazy. And I love this team. I love this team with all my heart. I love the Chicago Bulls. I would not be able to talk about this team as much or at the frequency that I do if I didn't absolutely love this team. But I'm done. Like it is what it is. He said he done like he said he would take a 3-day break. Well, come on, saying your break, taking a break versus retiring is different. Like, nah, I that's always been. I like literally go and look at my Twitter. I think I was about 6 months into this podcast, and I literally said I already have my end game in place. If the Bulls win 3 championships in a row, I'm done. I'm gonna sell the channel off. Somebody's gonna want at that point. I'm sure if the Bulls win 3 titles in a row, I'm sure the channel will probably be at like 100K subscribers at that point. I'm selling that bitch off. I'm retiring and I'm done. I'm a Bears content creator exclusively at that point in time. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Haize, do you think we can bring Javonte back next year? And how much per year do you think he's still not getting over the veteran minimum. He's not getting over the vet minimum. He is retiring involuntarily from alcohol poisoning. That's crazy. I'd like to give Brian Shaw or Sam Cassell a shot at the head coaching job. First of all, I'm going to let you know right now, brother. Tara, I'm letting you know this right now. Brian Shaw, I'm not against, but I'm not mature enough to have Sam Cassell ugly ass as the coach of my team because every time we lose, I'm flaming the shit out of him. I'm not mature enough to have that. Y'all think I've roasted Billy Bubblegum Donovan? Imagine what I do to Sam Shark Teeth Cassell. I am literally roasting the shit out of that man every single day. He looks like a piranha, bro. Piranha 3D on a human body. That is Sam Cassell. I'm not mature enough. If Sam Cassell is our head coach, I'm never getting access to the Chicago Bulls again because I'm going to flame the shit out of him every single time we lose a basketball game. That shit ain't happening. Exactly, bro. That shit ain't happening. Because to your point about Vooch, is it okay to sit Vooch down and close with Drummond at times, who's being more productive at times, regardless if you are a starter like he did with Boozer for Taj? Yeah, but here's the thing. Drummond isn't even as productive as Taj Gibson, and Drum be fucking up sometimes. But yeah, there still are absolutely some games where Drum deserves the opportunity to close. You're gonna see all those them interactions and listen. No, because again, in my real life, I'm more than enough financially taken care. I don't give it. I don't do this for interactions. You can interact with these nuts. I'm gone, bro. The Bulls win 3 titles in a row. Watch what I say. We're done. Hey, how are you? I'm a follower here in Brazil and old Bulls fans. Congratulations on the content, man. Great, good vibes. Wash hands, wash hands. I appreciate that, brother. Definitely. Don't know how that happened. I almost thought I was about to have to fuck somebody up. We basically did 6P. No, we did not 6P. That's not basically 6P OTR. Come on, bro. Hey, fucked up. Hey, he fucked you up then, Haize. Who? Wait, who? What you talking about? Oh, the shooting? Yeah, he got me on the shooting. He definitely got me on the shooting. Haize, all jokes aside, if you were the GM, what 3 realistic moves? Come on, bro. You know I don't do with that shit. You know that's not the type of questions to ask me. Maybe 8 in a row? No, listen, come on now. Stop the cat. I'm dead serious. Y'all think I'm playing. Y'all think I'm playing. Dead serious. If we three-peat, I am done. I'm done. It's no hyperbole in there. Like, I know I joke around a lot and I talk my shit. I can tell you right now, I am never in my life doing another Bulls podcast if we three-peat. You ain't got to worry about it. I'm done. You don't know who Sam Cassell is, Archangel? You don't know who Sam Cassell is? Come on now. You got to know who Sam Cassell is. Michael Jordan needs to be the bull. Travis, bro. Like, let me ask you something, bro. Like when you got high off ass chips, like did your brain burn? Because you talking about Michael Jordan being you got to be snorting ass chips, bro. Like wipe your ass with a wet wipe because you gotta be dry dogging that shit, bro, and like sniffing up the chips afterwards. Because like that shit don't make no sense, bro. That shit on the brain. Michael Jordan as a head coach, the motherfucker couldn't even GM nor own. Like, you want to see Michael Jordan as a head coach? What are you snorting there, my guy? What are you doing? Not even paint chips. You're snorting ass chips, bro. Ass chips. Now I want Sam Cassell to be the coach. The roast would be great. That's funny. Listen, I would absolutely murder him. Andre Drummond is like JaVale McGee. He has a skill that every team needs, but he needs to be on the right team to minimize system mistakes and with the coach that will light a fire under him. Listen, you don't need nobody to light a fire under a 11-year vet. So I don't know about that. You just need somebody, a team that's willing to, that can absorb some of his terrible ass mistakes that he makes sometimes. So MJ would not be a good coach. I love MJ, but no, exactly. Come on, MJ coaching. What are we doing? For everybody asking for Rajon Rondo as a head coach, just remember Magic Johnson was the head coach for the Los Angeles Lakers, and that didn't transition too well. He was a great point guard. Well, I mean, like, yeah, you can't say every point guard is going to turn into a great coach, right? We saw Steve Nash, so I think we all know that. MJ would be an amazing coach. Chilling, like what have you seen that would make you think MJ is going to be an amazing coach? Please tell me. I'm waiting. Draw a sensible argument. Reginald Short, Kirk Heinrich. First of all, that's not how you spell Kirk Heinrich's name, brother. Like, that's not it at all. You're close, but far at the same time. But yeah, no. Come on now. Like, Kirk Heinrich, I did always think that Kirk Heinrich was going to get into coaching. And for all I know, maybe he is coaching like some high school team somewhere, but I always thought that Kirk Heinrich would get into coaching. I'm really surprised that he hasn't yet. I feel like MJ just can't understand why everybody else isn't superhuman. He would constantly be nothing but disgusted with everyone. Oh, facts. Like Michael Jordan would be so fucking pissed off right now at like Zach, even Kobe. He'd be pissed at the raw skill that Kobe has. Come on, man. No. MJ would cuss the whole team out and leave the building after one Javon Carter possession. That's crazy. Absolutely. How about Scottie Pippen? I'm gonna start blocking y'all. I'm really gonna start blocking y'all. Like I'm gonna start blocking y'all with this crazy shit. What's wrong with y'all today? What is wrong with y'all today? MJ was not even a good owner of the Bobcats Hornets. Only had like 3 good seasons, and his best season was like this Bull season. That's crazy. Twitter told me that the Bulls were top 3 in what? MJ as a coach. Kobe, why didn't you do a 360 reverse layup? Everyone could do something simple like that. That's crazy. You're right. Sam Cassell looked like in kindergarten that tried to draw Brian Shaw. That's crazy. How about JJ Redick? JJ, like, why y'all want to go after people who haven't coached anywhere, right? Like, JJ Redick is fine being the podcaster that he is. Not to say that I don't think that JJ Redick can necessarily maybe turn into a good coach. He has the mind for it, but you don't want him jumping right into a head coach. How about MPJ as a come on, bro. MJ would bitch slap Vooch after every possession if he was head coach. No, he wouldn't, but he'd be like, hey, man, what are you doing? What are you doing? Scottie Pippen can't even handle his wife getting. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Who would you want to play if we make it out the playing turn? I mean, wouldn't we be facing the Celtics? We don't have any control over that. It's the Celtics we'd be playing. Are people just looking up great basketball players and throwing their names they find out there? Yes, that's exactly what people are doing. I'm really curious now if Zach will stay if Billy goes, although I have only slight feeling there may be some changes this offseason. I have no idea how to gauge what's going to happen this offseason with the Chicago Bulls. I have none. I don't know, bro. For all I know, AK could be sniffing butt chip cracks with chilling villain, bro. Like I have no idea what's going to happen. None. I don't know. So I hope that there could be some surprises. That's why I had to ask you Zach LaVine's situation where he bitched about being benched for the struggling that Orlando game didn't help growth because to me that was a good decision on Billy's part. Yeah, listen, I've never faulted Billy for benching Zach LaVine in that situation. I've more so faulted him that he hasn't done that again in other situations where players are struggling. Exactly. Jordan would be like, jump over everyone, duh. Why you idiots can't palm the pumpkin? That's First of all, we call booties pumpkin, so you can't say palm the pumpkin. What up, Haize? After listening to Casey Johnson and Jason Goff, why do you preface everything with Vern? You spend more time typing shit you ain't got to type in. You know that the name of the show is Bulls Talk, right? That's all you had to talk. That's all you had to type there, brother. What's up? What's up?
Dad,
What's up?
what can I eat?
The tacos are in the refrigerator.
Dad, how you got all the way down?
That's a different channel, son. Why you over here clocking my subscribers?
Because I thought you got last.
There you go. Look, there you go. Now you see the number? See that? Give me some dap.
Dad,
What's up?
Where's the meat?
When you go in there, there's a purple container with the top on it. It's there. You can ask Lana to help you. That way you don't have to do it yourself. Your underwear is showing. I can see you got blue drawers on.
No,
Yeah, don't be sagging. We don't do that here. You didn't give me no hug. You gonna come down here, interrupt me? You not gonna give me no hug? You ain't gonna give Pops a hug?
How am I pop? How your pops?
I love you, dude.
Mwah.
Be good. All right. If your sister don't take care of it for you, I got you, okay? Yeah. All right. I love you. Were you afraid to ask her? Is she asleep? Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't wake her up either. Women are real cranky when they get woke up. I got you in a second. All right. Yep. Love you. All right. Casey Johnson and Jason Goff on their podcast earlier today. I took from it. Billy is burnt out on the NBA circuit. He may indeed back to college, brother. We'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens. What other Bulls bench player got smacked by MJ? Kurt turned out a great head. That's funny. That's a next level joke. I like that joke a lot. I mean, if we're just throwing dumb names out there, let's get Professor as the next. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I think that Zach LaVine's situation didn't help growth of this team because Billy didn't want to go hurt egos anymore, like Zach, because I be begging Billy to sit down Vooch in a crunch time at games. I mean, he's done it before. He's definitely done it before. Second time today your boys interrupted your it's every time, bro. Like this is that most of the time. So today on the pre-recorded episode, I just left it in. Usually I cut it out. Like, so when I record my episodes, I know every YouTuber doesn't do this. I record my episodes all the way through, usually no stops. Anytime you see a jump cut in my show, it's because my son has interrupted me. Every single time. Every single time. It just is always it's consistent, man. Just a theory. I think the only reason why Drummond doesn't get big minutes maybe because of conditioning. Some players can't play for long stretches. That may be something there. Where my taco? That's basically wrote up with me like, hey, bro, where them tacos at, my nigga? Like, run me them tacos, bro. And my son doesn't like. My son literally he'll take one tortilla and stuff about 3 tacos worth of meat in one tortilla. The motherfuckers be huge, and I'm just like, you could have broke that up to multiple tacos, my dude, and he just looked like that's exactly what he does. He's getting tall. You need your own reality show because you are funny as a person and as a father. So I always tell y'all the way that I am on streams is the way that I am in real life. Like when I joke like with y'all, like with you, Shay, you my little brother, the way I joke with OTR, I joke with my kids like that. I don't curse at them like I curse at y'all, but I joke with my kids like that, and they give me crap back. Like I love being a father. That's all jokes aside. Like that's my greatest joy in life is being a father. I love being a father. Your son is so adorable. I appreciate that, bro. Damn, he said, how you lose all those subscribers? LOL, who did you roast? Yeah, because usually I have the Chicago Bulls Central channel up, and I had the NBA Central channel, which has way less subscribers. He like, hold on, bro, what you doing here? Better hug your dad, man. Hey, yeah, you listen. I better run me my hugs, man. You guys are precious. Thank you for that. We appreciate you. KC be holding Reinsdorf pockets. He ain't reporting real news, bro. I gotta disagree with that. I've actually met Casey Johnson. Casey Johnson ain't in the pockets like that. Scotty would be a better coach than Jordan. Highly skilled, way more patient. Nah, bro. I mean, just because never mind. I'm not gonna roast Scotty. I'm gonna leave it alone. Hot take: Kobe could only win Most Improved if the Bulls face the Sixers in the postseason and beat them. No, because the Most Improved Player of the Year award would be decided before then. It's not a postseason award, there, brother. Dad mode, Haize. I'm always in dad mode. It's never off. How are the lights in the background not on? What's going on here? My lights are never on really during live streams. I rarely have them on during live streams. Always on the pre-records. That was the only thing that helped growth of this team. None of the players would not get enough minutes if Zach was out there. I mean, I won't say they wouldn't get enough minutes. They of course would have less opportunities. At least would be a little bit shorter. But I get where you're getting at with that. It's a 1-800 number calling me for. Haize out here making me want a kid. I can't afford it. Wow. Hey, listen. Here's what I'll say to this, bro. Like y'all know, well, most of y'all know, I became a father at 19 years old. That's why I still look like a young stud, even though my son's about to be 18 in a week. No, I'm just playing. I know I look old. But here's the thing, like that whole, I get it where people say like have this amount of money before you have a kid, XYZ. Like I remember I used to work overnight at Target, and the dude was like, you need to be making over $150,000 a year before you have a kid. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, fuck all that. Like it comes down to a couple of things. Yeah, it can be tough, and especially with me having a kid at 19 years old, it was some rough times there. But I'll tell you what, I wouldn't change it for the world, man. I honestly would not change it for the world. Little man ain't got time to eat a bite tortilla or multiple tacos. He just wants to eat and play video games. That's basically what it boils down to. If the Bulls win 3 straight and one of your kids get drafted by the Bulls, you coming back? No, because I will roast my own child. on this show. Like, if my son got drafted by the Chicago Bulls and had a shitty ass game, I'm probably going to go at him harder than I would any other player. That may break up our relationship because I would literally be like, and that light skinned motherfucker, that Johnson boy out there, he missed that wide open three like an idiot. And the next thing that you know, I'm all on social media because people are like, oh, well, even Xavier Johnson's father was talking shit after that performance. And then now I got to run a fade on my grown ass son. Like, so, like, no, I'm not coming back at that point in time. Little man ain't got time. Oh, I already read that one. Kobe has been ice cold since his injury, hoping he can shake it off tonight. Let's hope so. We're gonna need that performance. Hope you don't talk to your son like to us. He would be like, yo, you gonna do what to mama? That's great. I mean, technically, that's kind of how he got here. So in a way, at this point, y'all might as well say get Kevin McHale as a head coach because now we just want anybody that isn't named Billy Donovan. That's crazy. Love you, brother. Congrats on all the hard work you put in. One of the most consistent sports creators. I hate when it's a slow day in sports world and some people just make up bullshit. See, that's one thing about me. I would never make up bullshit. I report on the news or I'll make sure I say this is my opinion. I'm not reporting on this. In my opinion, Vooch should go to the bench. Drummond should start because of his rebounding and his defense. Well, unfortunately, you need more than that. But I get where you're getting at with that. Definitely get where you're getting at with that. If this kid gets drafted, he's going to be at every game. Yep, cursing out refs. Haize, do your kids play ball? Yes, they do. Zach actually helped the team through addition by subtraction. Kobe and Io really benefit from the touches. Yeah, that's a fact. Definitely a fact. I understand your son's taco math. I mean, listen, my son just likes to eat, bro. Like, that's just what it comes down to. Like, he's grown like 3 or 4 inches over this school year so far, and the dude just has not stopped eating. He has not stopped eating. So it's crazy. Haize, I'm late here, but do you have any ideas for who you want the possible next head coach to be? I got a few. I'm not telling y'all motherfuckers that yet. You have to wait till this offseason content, my boy. But I got a few. Feel sad how little I've been watching these pregame live streams. This team just doesn't lead to much excitement right now. That's off to you though, and others for continue to grind for this bipolar team. I mean, that's the point. That's we're leaving the team, man. We're leaving. I love this team, and yeah, it's never hard for me to do Bulls content. Edey to the Bulls upgrade over Vooch. No, I'm sorry, Zach Edey. And I said this last time. Zach Edey is not an upgrade for the Bulls. He literally, defensively, he is basically where Nikola Vucevic is now at the end of his career to begin his career, except that he can block a little bit more shots. But I don't know about that one. Let the Bulls draft him so I can buy a Johnson jersey and not have to pay for a custom one. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Sneaky suspicion Sam Cassell's on. No, Sam Cassell is not on Haize's list at all. Keep Sam Sharp Teeth Cassell off my team. This may sound crazy to some of y'all, but I think that if DeMar DeRozan leaves, it could benefit Vucevic. No, that's not crazy. That actually makes sense. Vucevic with being able, well, it depends. If you replace DeMar DeRozan with a small forward that can move without the ball better, shoots more threes, that opens up Vooch to go back to his natural places that he likes to score the ball on. So I do think that Vooch can get a little bit of a bump to that. He's still on a decline, but I do think he can get a little bit of a bump with that. What do you think of Jay Wright as a potential head coach candidate if Donovan do walk? He's proven that he can adjust with different roster iterations. He's not on my list, but he's not a bad candidate. Would you rather have that kid Donovan clinging before I ever draft Zach Edey? I mean, I see what you're getting at there. I don't want the Bulls to draft Edey in the first round, but you can't deny how he played in the tourney. He may not be as bad as a second rounder, better than Marco. No, he's not. It's just that he got to play college. If Marko Simonovic played in college here in the States, he would have cooked. He would have absolutely cooked. He cooked in the G League. Marko Simonovic would have been a better collegiate athlete than Zach Edey or Donovan Clingan. So that doesn't really mean much to me. The only person on Haize' mind is his kids and subscribers, mama and auntie. That's crazy. Wow, Haize, you hating motherfucker for real? No, it's just actual observation, motherfucker for real. I mean, y'all don't if y'all don't hear what y'all want to hear, it's like what? I'm looking forward to know who's on your list of possible head coaches. You'll find out eventually. There's a video coming. There's a video coming. Oh, you talking about Sam Cassell? Listen, no, I'm sorry. Like I said, no, don't get me wrong. If Sam Cassell were to come in and be able to coach this team and the way that they need it, I would embrace him. But he's still getting flamed every single game. Period. I think Zach Edey could only play 2 minutes a game in the NBA. I mean, no, Zach Edey can play more than that, but I do think he'd be a specialist. That's for sure. Do you know if this has been discussed, but is Caruso out tonight? No, he's playing today. Caruso's in, Io's out tonight. Definitely need him against Brunson tonight. Also, even watching Edey have a good game last night, I still don't think he has shit for the NBA. I can agree with that for you. Don't change Donovan. Just took his motherfucking bubblegum off, or else Jim Boylan comes back. Jim Boylan's never coming back to Chicago. Don't let college fool you. Remember, Marcus Teague did such a great job with playing with Anthony Davis and totally shit the bed when he was drafted by us. I mean, Marquise Teague was absolute cheeks. But hey, he's better than Bronny James. Definitely better than Bronny James. Statistically, playoff teams and championship teams tend to have a defensive big. Acme should focus on acquiring one in the offseason. We'll see. Yes, Zach Edey is Boban. Yes, that's a good comp for him. Hey, yo, Haize, if Zoe comes back next year and plays like 40 to 50 games, do you think he would be offered another contract? I mean, at a vet's minimum, maybe. So, we'll see what happens with that. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, don't get me wrong. I hope that he can come back. Starters are out. Kobe, Caruso, DeMar, Javonte Green, Nikola Vucevic. That's your starting five for today, guys. But all right, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to wrap things up. Make sure my son got his tacos. I appreciate you guys. You guys know I'll be back at halftime. Make sure you guys are following the show at Bull Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, number to do so, 773-270-2799. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. Thanks to you guys. And like I like to end every episode on, go Bulls. Love you guys. See red if you can, y'all. Peace.